top 5, dead or alive.
All right, so last week you brought out this little ornament or something that you had or whatever that was supposed to give you some type of predictions and help you out or what have you. You need all the help you possibly can. So I don't know how much this thing that you bring out actually helps you or what it does for you, but you're gonna need all the help you can get.
Coach, what do we got here, Coach? Do we have it here again? My crystal ball, Coach. It's all good, baby. You know what I mean? What can I say?
Let me strap up.
Is this a? I just feel good. I'm surprised you didn't call out today.
Call out for what?
I'm surprised you did not call out today, Coach.
Call out for what?
Your top 5 is leaking right now.
If I call out, it won't be a show.
I think the fans will love his ear non-stop. Okay, Coach? So what do you got here? So you want me to go first or you want to go first?
I don't know, it's up to you. You got your crystal ball out, you know, all this, all that.
I'll go first.
All right, well, you go first then.
Okay.
Let me,
right.
yeah, you go first.
All right, so let me see what my crystal ball going to tell me this week. Oh, you see some changes this week. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's start from the bottom to the top because we're here. All right. Now, the first one, top 5, Coach. I'm going 5, go all the way to 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay. You're going in descending order.
Yes.
Yes. Something new.
You ready for this?
Oh, wow. Crystal balls tell you a lot. Wow.
Are you ready?
I'm born ready.
Oh, okay.
Exact date, exact time, everything. Yeah, the due date was on point. I'm out.
Okay, here we go. All right. 5, Coach. Arrow Park. That's my top 5.
Wow.
Come on, Coach.
Wow.
Critical wins, Coach. They beat Shin. I'm sorry, they lost to Shin, Coach. That's the only, that was a critical loss for them. Not critical, Coach, because Shin's a very good team.
Very viable team.
That's the loss that you really don't mind, not mind, but you can, let them skate by. You know what I mean?
Right.
The one loss they did have that was really bad was the Colony loss, Coach. They lost 54-62. So those are the 2 issues I have with them. But they're rocking right now. Overall record of 9-2, Coach, and they have a Suburban Council record of 5-2. So that's why I got them up there, and they got some fabulous players over there that we mentioned already with Price and with Hacker and with Pascucci. All right, 4, Coach. I got what are you looking at?
I'm just because go ahead.
I got CVA have the record of 5-2 overall and 4-2 in the Suburban Council, Coach. And their key losses, Coach, was Shen. Losing by 2. And then losing just recently, Coach, to Boston Spa, 51-57, Coach. That was they're lucky they're still on my top 5, really, to be truthful with you. Okay, 3, Troy, Coach, moves up and away. Just so you know. Thank you, Mr. Boy. He tells me, you just right on point. Just do what you do. Okay, 6-0, 5-1. The only loss they had, Coach, was against Corian, Coach, and they only lost that game by 6, and they actually won that first quarter of that game, and then it was like kind of like nip and tuck the rest of the game.
Wow,
so
we're
they were
talking
right
about
in
first
that game.
quarters now. Wow.
Number 2, Coach, Bethlehem. Not much really to see here. They beat everybody in front, knocked them down. They beat CBA. They beat Shin. They beat Boston Spa. The common opponent with somebody else, that's on my top 5. Lansingburg, they beat twice. Mm-hmm. So you didn't really much to talk about. You got Otelli, you got LeClaire, you got the big fella down at Salo, you got Will Davis, you got Justin Barnes. I mean, I could go on and on about that crew.
Don't need to go on and on. I mean,
okay.
That's not your number 1 team. It's your number 2 team, so you don't need to go
number
that
2,
far. I
number
mean,
2,
I don't understand.
All right, so Saratoga is 6-0, 9-0 overall, Coach, and they had some quality wins. Beat Nottingham, beat Henniger, beat Boston Spa, coming from with Bethlehem by 8. Bethlehem beat Boston Spa by 11, so they kind of like nip and tuck there, you know what I mean? And they beat LaSalle. So LaSalle's, he's a former competitor, Coach, who beat Green Tech. So we know what that's about. We know what's going on here. And I can see some changes. I can see some changes in that top 5 of yours. I want to see some drastic changes in that top 5 of yours.
I don't need a crystal ball. You want crystal ball?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
You sure?
You know my crystal ball at?
You sure?
You know my crystal ball at?
Don't say your head.
Yeah, you can replace that. You can go ahead right here. This is the crystal ball. You want to rub it? Because you might get lucky if you rub my head. That's the crystal ball. I'll just let you know. All right. So look. I'll just do this. I'll just do this.
Okay.
All right. So since we changing up stuff, like, cause you know, you like to come in and just change up, switch up stuff.
Oh, the first thing we did descending and then we went to.
I don't remember all that. I remember ascending to descending, but I'm okay with that. We can descend to ascend or whatever you want to do here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with 5. 5 on my list. And keep your mouth closed for a little bit. Yo, put your finger on. Put your finger on your mouth, though. I need you to be quiet, because I know what you're going to say. Yeah. All right, you ready? Yeah. You ready? Troy High.
Oh, he found him cracking.
Troy High. I knew you was coming with that.
You coming to the light.
Troy High. I had to go with Troy High. I mean, that was a big quality win against Shin. For
only
them,
5 though?
Yeah, they only 5. They only 5. Don't go crazy, cause like really, like
only 5? Are you seeing this guy, people? Are you seeing this guy? 5?
All right.
And it took down Shin.
All right, they beat Shin. They beat Catholic Central. They beat Colony. Everybody's seemingly lining up to beat Colony. Everybody's lining up to beat Shaker. Everybody's lining up to beat Guilderland. Boston Spa just got a little victory, but everybody's lining up to beat them. And everybody's been lining up to beat Albany. This is Troy. I mean, come on. Yeah, they got a win against Shin, 2-point win. I told you these teams were about 4 points or so or less apart from one another. So I don't understand what's the big hoopla about Troy bugging out. They got a nice quality win against Shin. And like you said, they lost against a quality opponent in Kakarin. I give you that. They lost, though. And all these other teams have been teams that just been on people's radar, like, oh, they here? Oh, they in the way? Okay, we'll move past them. That's what Troy has. Anyway, number 4, moving on. Averill Park. I got Averill Park as number 4.
Over Troy?
Over Troy. Absolutely, over Troy. Over Troy. One thing I like about Averill Park.
I'm bugging right now. I'm like really baffled, perplexed.
The only thing you have is a difference of 1 point. You have a difference of 1 point. Averill Park lost to Shin by 1, and Troy beat Shin by 2. But other than that, everybody that's been in front of them, blowouts. South Glen Falls 33. Saugerties 26, Queensberry 19, Shaker 18, Burnt Hills 25, Albany 17, Boston Spa 7, who beat your CBA team. We're not going to even get into you having CBA on your top list for like 4 consecutive weeks in a row, way ahead of even Shenandoah, and they get beat by Boston Spa? Are you kidding me right now? I've been told you to get those guys off your list, but anyway.
You didn't have CBA on your list last week?
I had him on my list, but not ahead of Shin in the hole. And you've been having him ahead of Shin for like the longest. I don't know. I don't understand.
Shin this week?
No, Shin is not on my list.
Oh!
Can you let me finish my list?
Oh, okay.
Can you let me finish my list?
I'm just asking you a question.
Can you let me finish my list? Because you was bugging out with all this Troy stuff and CBA and all of that. Troy beat.
I'm about to go to sleep.
Okay, all right. No question. I'm asking a question. 3, I got Green Tech. They moved up on my list. Yep, Green Tech moved up on my list. They're 3 right now. Get out of here. And then 2, Saratoga. Saratoga's on the list. They're ranked 25 in the state. Saratoga's doing their thing.
They're a little higher now, but go ahead.
Well, last I checked, it was 25.
Okay.
All right, doesn't matter. Bethlehem, last I checked, was 15th in the state, and they're my number 1 team by good reason. Like, you've been nipping, tucking with me all this about Bethlehem and Saratoga and all of this. Bethlehem is just like putting the wood to whoever is in front of them. Like, come on. What is there else to talk about? So I don't know. What do you want to talk about here? I mean, you want to consult with your crystal ball? You want me to go upset for a minute? You want to talk to your crystal ball?
I'm baffled. You got Green Tech on your list. And you got Green Tech over Troy. You got Averill Park over Troy. How is that even possible?
Because Green Tech has been playing. They lost against some formidable opponents. It ain't like that. Look, we saw LaSalle, right? Did LaSalle take almost Saratoga into overtime? Is your number 1 team on your list? Is that so? Okay. Okay. I'm just saying. Green Tech.
They're not taking overtime.
I'm just saying. They almost went overtime. So, Henninger?
Yeah.
Nottingham?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? We're talking about quality teams here.
Wait, that was a quality team for Saratoga? Henninger and Nottingham?
Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No question about it. That's why they're number 2 on my list.
Okay.
But Green Tech, who they lost to some really formidable teams. And I believe that they don't lose to the Averill Parks of the world right now, or
Are you kidding me?
I mean, not Averill Parks, sorry, the Boston Spas of the world right now, like CBA did. I don't think Green Tech loses that game. Things like of that nature. So Green Tech still is a very formidable opponent to be, and as they would, I had Shin.
You telling me CBA?
I had Shin and CBA ahead of Green Tech.
You telling me Green Tech would beat CBA? That's
Yeah.
what you telling me.
Well, we're gonna see. Well, no, they play Shin. They play Shin. I know they're slated to play Shin soon.
Well,
right now, if Green Tech plays CBA, I'm taking Green Tech. The only thing I would give CBA is that methodical ball control offense that they run. The only caveat they would have over Green Tech is a get out in the open court. Those guys want to create. They want to get things done. Why CBA is going to take 34 passes over the 35-second shot clock.
That was Jordan King this year. That's not a possibility.
34 passes over the 35-second
way back
shot
couple
clock.
years now. No, that's not going down this year.
I'm just saying. So that's my top 5, dead or alive. I mean, I'm always on point.
That's borderline insanity.
How?
You got Troy 5. You got Averill Park and Green Tech ahead of them.
Absolutely, because in my estimation, the head-to-head matchup, I don't even know what you're talking about. You know, Green Tech got a lot. Green Tech goes deeper than any other team that we saw. I don't understand what your issue is with Green Tech. They go deeper, and they play. You know that Poughkeepsie team that they played, that Nottingham team that they played. There was some good
Troy is very well coached.
They are. We're getting to that, but they
very
are.
Well coached. They got Faison back in the fold now.
That's
Merritt is a beast.
Mm-hmm. They got
They got Big Johnson, Shatik Johnson, hands out. They got Wolf off the bench, can knock down the 3. He might be starting, I don't know. Off the bench, knocking down 3. You got Jaquan Moore, who's a solid guard for Troy High. I don't see too many teams in this area playing with them. Let alone Green Tech. Are you kidding me right now?
Wow.
Are you kidding me right now?
Wow. You need to order a new crystal ball. Wow. Did you? You know what? I did feel like when I sportcasted that Green Tech games, I was by myself. Now I know I was by myself. Because I don't know what you were watching. I felt by myself. Now I know. I mean, Rodriguez, what are you talking about?
Rodriguez
has been playing well as of late. In those games.
Have we seen it?
What do you mean have we seen it?
Yeah,
it shows up in the box. Just like you said, didn't you just say earlier, Faison? Faison is in the box scores, coach. Well, I mean, I'm looking at the bottom. Rodriguez is in the box scores, coach. So that's what I'm saying to you.
What do you do?
What are you
doing?
27. You know what I mean? I think he might have even had like 30, some other game. I'm just saying he's just doing him right now. He's coming into his own right now.
Box scores?
I'm just saying, Josh Hyman over there. I mean, they got components over there. So I'm just saying, for you to come out like Troy is like this far apart than Green Tech.
No, but I'm talking. It might not be that far apart, but they definitely ahead of them. I mean, I don't understand how you even. That's crazy to me.
Because I'm going against Troy. They beat Shin. I mean, what are you talking about here?
Troy beat Shin, right?
Yeah, they beat Shin.
Okay.
So that's it.
They lost to a state-ranked team.
So when I'm talking about
7 of the who's ranked 18 at the time.
So when I'm talking about Green Tech losing against a ranked team,
who they lose?
Henninger.
But how much?
Well, the game was really close. Was you there? Again, was you there? Don't try to act. The game was way closer than the score indicated.
Henninger or Nottingham?
Don't try it. Was it? Oh, it was Nottingham. I'm sorry. It was Nottingham.
Yeah, I went there. You have that question again? Yeah, I was there.
Was Nottingham a formidable opponent?
Yeah, but how much did they lose by?
No, was their formidable opponent. That's what I said. The score didn't indicate how close the game. You're trying to be funny here. I'm not saying. You're trying to be funny. I'm not going for that. The game was closer than the final score indicated with free throws and having the foul and put them on the line, and they knocked down their free throws and stretched the lead out. So if you open up the newspaper in the morning, you'll be like, wow, Green Tech lost by, I'm not saying it, this much or that much. And then against a Poughkeepsie team, a tough Poughkeepsie team. You love that Poughkeepsie team.
Yes, I do. But coach, I'm just saying, it lost a lot to them, didn't it?
No, it wasn't that
double figures?
Both of those games was it
double figures?
Where was you at?
Was it double figures?
I remember we going down the stretch. He was like, watch and be mindful. Devontre, the big fella, he scored 12 points in the final stanza against Cinder Hole, and then he came on. It's like, if you're saying that the game was close in the fourth quarter, right? Oh, okay. I'm just checking, just making sure. But I don't know.
All right, coach. All right, so I won this one. It's obvious. I mean, it's over.
So listen. You can take you and your crystal ball.
Okay, Coach. This is too much. It's too much to talk about here. So we gotta break it down. We gotta add more. And what do you, we'll go? I let you go first this time.
All right. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add to our top 5 and make it a top 10.
Okay.
Because what we're realizing now is that those teams that are kind of like on the cusp there are teams that are battling, and now what we're seeing and realizing is there's teams you definitely cannot overlook. I mean, look at the fact CBA and Shin fell out of my top 5.
Right.
So that speaks volumes of what this division is looking like. So we're going to expound it a little bit and go to our top 10. How you want me to do this? Want me to do ascending? Descending?
Just go
you want me to rub your crystal ball?
No, ever touch your crystal ball?
I didn't touch it.
Okay, I want to
I just looked at it. I just touched it.
I want to contaminate.
You want me shiny? You want me clean? I can help something.
I don't want you doing that.
All right, you want me touching that?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
All right, so what I'll do is I'll start with mine. 10.
No. You're gonna go 6 down.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right. All right. So, number 6 is Shin. So they fell outside of my top 5. So there's number 6. Number 7 is CBA. They also fell out of my top 5. Number 8 is Boston Spa. And number 9 is Niskayuna. And number 10 is Albany High. That's my top 10, my friend.
Okay, mine is I got Shin at 6, I got Columbia at 7, I got Schenectady at 8, I got Boston Spa at 9, and I got Niskayuna at 10. That's my top 10 list.
Okay, you know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm not gonna go ham on you right now. I'm gonna let you live.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a G pass.
Yeah, because you got Albany High. They were 1-6 record in the suburban council, and they're 2 and something, Coach. So
see why you gonna go there? I was just letting you live and let you do a
2
G
and
pass,
7
and
overall, but,
whatever. But I mean, their team. I mean, all right. Can I ask you this?
you left a Schenectady team off.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you this question? Let me ask you this question. Is Albany High a man to a man when you look at that team? Are they one of the most talented teams in the suburban?
Oh, now you're going to take my words from it. Yes, they are.
All right. It's fair. I did leave Schenectady off. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's beyond fair. So I did leave Schenectady off. I'm going to have to live with that right now.
And you left Columbia off too.
And Schenectady, I mean, listen, we start
6-1.
Yeah, but they ain't really played nobody. Don't go ham on me. And Schenectady is like bumbling a little bit here and there. They ain't been bugging. Look at your paper. Columbia ain't really smacked nobody or did nothing crazy.
Well, they beat.
So I'm cool with that. Columbia got to show me some more. I'm looking for more for Columbia. So Schenectady is fair. Columbia, I'm good.
Okay, we both like Boston Spa.
Yes.
You know what I mean? At 3 and 5, 4 and 6 overall. They had some quality wins of late. After losing to Scotia, Coach, they had a couple good wins in there, Coach.
And you did say something even like before about Boston Spa's schedule. I mean, Scotia Glenville.
Yeah.
That's a tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lansingburg, Bethlehem, Saratoga, Niski.
Yeah.
So they had a tough schedule. And Boston Spa is one of those teams you don't expect to beat everybody like that. You don't expect them to be 10-2 all the time. You know what I mean? You expect them to be middle of the road. But with that kind of schedule, they might be turning the corner and figure some things out and maybe going in the uptick direction.